Hey, what's happening, YouTube? So, this just came in the mail today, which I'm pretty sure that it is Pokemon related. So, I'm going to crack it open right now, and we will see when it's open. Okay, so I'm back, and got the stuff out. So, this came from Japan, and there's another little thing inside, so I gotta get that open too. Okay, we're back. So first we're going to look at whatever this is. It's from the Japanese eBay shop that I bought it from. So we got Waddle Dee and King Didaday, like sticker thing. And then we have like this letter. Oh my gosh, dropping stuff. Saying thank you in English since I'm not from Japan. Kind of nice of them. And then I got my receipt. Cool. Well, so it is Pokemon stuff. We have this promo. Oh, that glitter's bad. Got this promo Jirachi card. Yeah, well, it's not gonna focus very well. And then we got one booster box of the Premium Champion set from Japan. Right now it's a Japan only set, so wanted to grab one. We're gonna have probably a couple more of those boxes coming, and then we'll do a booster box opening with like 3 of them because there's only 10 packs in each of these. So we'll do that, and that's just like the little thing that happened this morning. The mail came in, so I thought I'd open it for you guys. Besides that, we have this other video that I'm gonna do, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. See you there. And we are here with the Pokemon Sun and Moon Alola region analysis slash theory slash discussion video. Yeah, so I hope you liked that little update beforehand. Let's just get right into this. So on your screen should be the whole entire Alola region. I have it in paint, so that's easy for me to mark like this and stuff. Um, and then I can interact with you guys better, show you what I really mean by stuff. But I'm gonna go around from one island to another, kind of just discussing what I can see in this on this map, which is a ton. There's so much stuff on this map. So we'll start over here, go to here, go here, go here. We'll hit these little islands afterward, and just kind of talk about what we can see, what we think, and then afterwards we'll come back to this screen on the whole region and kind of say what we think, how it's going to go, which islands will start at, which island will end at least for the Elite Four, through the Elite Four. Obviously, we can't predict post game because it's so different in every game. But let me pull up an image of the first island real quick. Alright, so this is Island 1, as we'll call it, going from the left to the right. So Island 1 doesn't look like there's much going on in terms of towns. There might be one right here, and for some reason that went back to being black and not bold. There we go, that's better. Okay, so kind of like a dock island, like from the Hoenn region. I forget the town, Pacific Log Town or something like that. Um, so kind of like floating on docks, and like this kind of looks like a big boat type thing with docks connected to it. There's a Pokemon Center right here, so it probably is like a small town. Do I think there's a gym there? There's not many buildings we can see. There's just like a Pokemon Center. This is a platform. There's docks going off, but I mean, this could be an unfinished map that doesn't show all the buildings. These are kind of building-ish. They don't look like they have walls. There's like a tree growing out too. Um, yeah, that's about. I'm guessing that's the first place you go to when you get to this island. So you take these ferries from island to island. There's a dock up here that you can kind of see, and that will be probably the place that you dock at, right? And then you'll go up here, you'll go through here, and then you'll go to whatever this place is. Maybe that's like the second um, daycare kind of place. I know in Oris there's two daycares, so maybe they're gonna stay with two daycares. Not really sure. Could also be an entrance to a Safari Zone if they want to re-add Safari Zone into the game. But after that, you'll probably go here and go through this canyon because this right here is where you're gonna it's where you're going to see Sol Galio and Lunala, respectively, with Sun being Sol Galio and Lunala being from Pokemon Moon. Because you can see from the trailer pictures, which I can pull those up real quick. So here we have Sol Galio, Lunala on this kind of platform thing with this rock formation behind it that kind of goes up into a point. Very ruin looking, not rune. And if we go back, this looks like a platform where they were standing, and this, and we're not in red again because we got out of the picture. Need a thick brush. Is this thick? Yeah, that's great. That is amazing. Okay, so this is the platform, and then this is the point behind them in the photo. So yeah, that's what I think. Like when we first get here, we'll go here, go along this path. I mean, we might be able to explore this way too, but I don't think there's much we'll be able to do over here yet. We obviously won't be able to go to this island yet, which we'll talk about in a little bit. We'll go through here. We can probably go either way, but someone might be blocking our path right here. Or maybe further up, I don't know. This might become a forest that you can walk through to go over here. Or maybe you have to go through this area. Maybe this is like a cave and it goes down. We'll talk about this area in a little bit. It's pretty, I think this is going to be an interesting area. And then you'll go through this canyon or maybe this way. It'll be like this shoals area, bridge, and then you go to this giant tree, which will have like a forest probably, and then at the end, the giant tree. But yeah, so here, legendary specific to the game. You'll probably have to go through some type of trials over here. It looks like you can get up into this upper area and then cross the bridge, and so you can walk on top of here maybe, on top of this stuff. Looks like this has like a cool area. Maybe that's Regirock or something. But over here, I'm gonna predict Celebi or Mew or Shaman maybe, but probably Celebi. Giant tree. That's pretty cool. If Celebi's in this game, in this giant tree, or if the tree's Yggdrasil, maybe they'll have Xerneas, Yveltal, or Zygarde at the tree. That would be interesting. But let's clear all this crap real quick. And for some reason that is white. Oh, it's because it's erasing the map. My bad. Okay, so this area, and that is back to that. Okay. This area is a volcanic rock, and it shoots geysers like steam. So I'm just predicting, and I don't think this is very far-fetched, that this is where Volcanion will be in the game. You'll go into this cave here. It'll be a pretty powerful Pokemon. You'll go to the very end of the cave, and Volcanion will be sitting there in probably the biggest pool area, I'm guessing. And I think that's really cool. Volcania hasn't been in the game yet, so it definitely deserves its own area to be in. This island down here is kind of like the last place we need to talk about. I mean, there's also this backside. Can't see the backside of the island or what's in this area. Um, Probably just a bunch of water Pokemon, to be honest. This building is still really interesting. It kind of has a cool design. I don't know what it is. It kind of looks like a daycare because it has a fence around it. Maybe a farm, because usually farms have this little thing like that. So maybe a Moo Moo Milk Farm. It also kind of looks like a ruin because you see like how jagged these things are. Like there used to be walls or buildings here, but they were destroyed. Um, that also, so this could just be what's left of a ruin. But anyway, down to this island. This island's all by itself. There doesn't look like there's anything on it, right? So I'm guessing there's grass on it. I don't think there will be any trainers, maybe one. But I think this might be where you catch Cresselia, because Cresselia is usually on her own island, or its own island. I always think of Cresselia as a female Pokemon, for some reason. Probably the Ia at the end of the name. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this island. So let's move on to the next island. Okay, so this is Island 2 from the left to the right. And we all kind of know this already. Hasn't been confirmed, but we're all guessing that this paintbrush keeps changing colors back to black, and that's freaking annoying. There we go. This town is our starting town. It's where we get our Pokemon. You can tell from the screenshots that this is the platform and this is the building behind by the design of it. In the thing, I'm pretty sure this is round though, so maybe they changed that. But I can prove that with. So this is that platform where you get your starter Pokemon, and there's this hole in the forest right here, your entrance to the forest behind. Over on this side would be the big building. We can't see it with this screenshot though. I'll link the trailer to both trailers in the description below, and then you can go and you can see what I'm talking about if you don't already know. I'm getting the hang of this. Okay, so if we're starting here. That's where we get our starters. This is that hole in the trees right there, the entrance to the forest. So there's a lot going on in this one. There's a lot more buildings. I don't like you can't really tell because on the map everything looks so close together. But I'm guessing like this is gonna be a whole route. I think like this right here is gonna be a lot bigger. Like it's not just gonna be like 2 steps across here and you're in this town already. Uh, let's count the Pokemon centers. There's one here. There's one here. Obviously, somewhere up here is your house. Let's just take this one. It's by itself. So that's our house, so we can heal there. So there's 2 towns, or 3. 1, 2, 3, and then there's this area up here that's kind of like a farm, also maybe daycare. But yeah, there's also this whole entire area back here. Look at this real quick. There's this path that goes up this way, and then it's blocked by the forest right here. You go through here, and then there's this path that goes right here and goes behind the forest or mountain. So I'm guessing you can go through the forest, right? We'll probably start in this town. Something down here is blocking our way, so we can't get down here yet. So we go through the forest, and we might come out on the other side and walk down this way. And then we'll go into this town this way, and this will be the last town we go to. Or we might come through this way and then go to this town and then go up. But it looks like there's multiple ways to go, which is kind of cool. I'm sure in this game, they'll blocks paths off, so you have to go a certain way. They usually do that in Pokemon. So there's also this big like like I don't know what to call it. Like pillar thing that's kind of connected over here to the rest of the island, and it looks like a special area that we would go to. But this also looks like it would be the first island of the ones that we've been to so far that would have a. Why isn't it zooming in? There we go. A gym on it. Especially in this big town, I feel like there'd be a gym. Out of all the buildings, like these look like apartment complexes. This looks like maybe a department store apartment complex. This could be a department store. I don't know why it would be on the first island, so I'm thinking it's more of like the radio tower or the company, whatever the company is in this game, like Silphco or what are the other ones? You guys know the other ones. Name them somewhere. This looks like it could be a hotel or Pokemon fan club. I don't know. This could be Pokemon fan club actually. Um, this is Pokemart. Has a blue roof. Has to be Pokemart. There's a Pokemon Center. I'm guessing this is the dock where we'll go in between islands with, because I'm pretty sure you use ferries at first until you get surf or whatever. You probably still have to use ferries to get to like other big islands. I don't know if there's routes in between them after you get surf. Probably that would be kind of dumb if there wasn't. This building up here is in the first trailer. You barely can see it, but I'll show you a screenshot that I got. There's this. That's black again. Always forget. Okay. There's this picture right here, which it's not in very good focus. It's terrible. But you see the red roof? It kind of comes this way and comes out like out at us. This way a little bit, and then there's this slacking up here and truck and stuff parking lot. So speculation is that is this building right here. It has the same roof, has like a parking lot type thing. It doesn't have the sign on it in here, but it looks really similar. So for now, that is my speculation on that building. Zoom out a little bit. Those red lines are still there because I saved it on accident. Yeah, this could be a bike shop right here. There's lots of things that all this stuff could be. But out of all the buildings here, this looks like the gym the most. It's really small, but I think that just means that this building is that big. It's that much bigger. But at the same time, the Pokemart looks bigger than the gym, so that's kind of sad. Um, but gyms usually have this orange roof if they're just like a generic gym. So for right now, that's the place I'm assuming the gym's going to be. It might not actually be that size. I'm guessing this over here is the school. Usually every first big city has a school. They even have like a place where they could teach the kids how to battle. The school could also be the gym. They could both be one and the same. So at the school, the gym leader is actually a professor or the head of the school, and he teaches kids how to battle Pokemon, how to live with Pokemon. These buildings over here are mysterious to me. This one, it's really big, um, but it doesn't really look like anything specific. Same with this. I'm guessing this might be just a fisherman's house. It gives you like your old rod or your good rod. Probably old rod if this is the first island where you start out at. That's a lot. Okay. There's a volcano here. Don't know if we're gonna go in the volcano. I don't know why they'd have one and then you're not able to go into it. So hopefully. There's this little area down here where the water goes in here, and then it disappears. So maybe there's a way in from the water, which would be cool. There's all this area out here. There's this cool place, probably Reggie Ice, or yeah, not Reggie Ice, Reg Ice. No, Reggie and Reg Ice. And also you can see that you kind of disappear over here, um, and there's this formation over here. So I'm guessing you can get into this cove over here by swimming this way, or maybe going around the other side of the island. Let's go see. Yeah, maybe going around this way. Who knows? Um, like I said before, I don't know what the routes are like leaving the island surfing, so I guess we'll see that once we get our maps in game. Okay, so let's go to the next island, which will be Island 3, I guess. Even though my JPEGs are wrong. So here we are, Island 3, if we're going left to right. So first off, count the Pokemon centers, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon centers on this island. Plus, this building is huge, so might have its own kind of healing place. Also, we can't see the backside of this mountain, which might have a town behind it. It's a pretty big mountain, like compared to the rest of the island. It takes up like a quarter of the island. So, there may be a town on this coast over here that we can't see at all. Let's get rid of those circles. So, when you think of Pokemon centers, you think that there's probably a town based around them, or there's some key point like a cave or something. So this is one town, definitely. You can just tell. This is a town right here. This is by itself. I can't tell if this is a building or not. We can zoom in on it though. No, that's just like dirt and grass. So there's a Pokemon Center by itself for some reason. Probably because this, you go this way and there's a cave to go into this waterfallish area. There's a kind of dock right here that you can go off on. It also probably goes into this forest, and there might be a cave right here. Who knows? So it looks like there's a farm here, and there's some buildings. Yeah. Let's zoom back out. Should we go one more? Yeah, probably. Okay. So this looks good. This could also be that the slacking building that we saw in that picture, but I'm thinking that this is the um, person who created the box system in this region. There's like Bill and what are all their names? BB's, PC. So this will be Alola region PC person house, and that's what I think. They're always secluded, for the most part, or they have a house in the in one of the towns, like their family lives there, but then they also are off somewhere else, doing research or whatever. So I think that's going to be their place. That's where you're going to meet them. Um, this building is really interesting. It has a colorful kind of rainbowish thing right there. I have no idea what it's going to be. It looks like it could be a TV station. It looks like it could be a contest hall. But there's no other places that look like contest halls to me, so I don't think there will be contests in this game. Could be a gym, really interesting looking gym. This could also be the gym, because just the way that the building looks. Um, yeah, that's kind of it for this one. There's a circle here. I've seen like some of those circles around this region when I was looking at it, like off screen. But there's like a lot of these platforms in this region. I don't know why. But this is a cave right here. You can see this cave. Um, so there's going to be a cave in this volcanic mountain here. Probably heat more. Heat more is probably going to be in there. There's also an island over here that's pretty interesting. It has like the volcanic rock and has some steam coming out of it, so there might be a volcano over here too. I don't know what would be over there. There's also what looks like a route in this forest right here. There's a lake with a waterfall here. Um, there's this bridge and this huge building, and there's a bunch of like what looks like the resort, like the battle resort. Maybe Elite Four, but Elite Four usually doesn't have these. But I mean, it is Hawaii, so those should be kind of everywhere on the beach, right? There's also a golf course. I mean, they went kind of out of their way to make these stripes in this grass, right? There's grass right here, there's no stripes in it. Grass over here, no stripes. There's stripes in this grass. This is a golf course. This is the green way up here where the hole would be. I don't know why there's a golf course, but maybe you'll be able to play golf. Who knows? It's a lighthouse, Pokemon Center. There's this, which is very Japanese to me. Um, this looks kind of graveyardish. Like those look like tombstones to me. So maybe some ghost Pokemon over here. There's a dock right here too. So maybe this town down here will get you your good rod. No buildings really stick out besides the lighthouse. So I mean, we could have a gym leader like in Gen 2 that has a lighthouse that like runs the lighthouse. I mean, this building is different. This building is different, and then the Pokemon Center and the lighthouse. But yeah, so might be a gym here. Nothing so far sticks out like a gym. You know, like these buildings look like gyms, like regular gyms. But recently they've been making like interesting buildings in the gym, so maybe this building's a gym. Um, but nothing is very interesting about any of the buildings in the other places. Really, like this whole town has like no interesting buildings besides the lighthouse. This town has this big blue building right here, and that we can show right now. This building, I'm pretty sure, is that building, and I'm guessing it's a water gym. I mean, there's water Pokemon here, here, here. There's tons of pictures of water Pokemon. There's a statue of a horsey. Um, and I'll go back to the other island to show you why I think that it's this. So there's the fountain right here. And it just kind of has these tiers. It has like these side things. Had this little roof thing. It looks a lot like it. The only other place would be the middle island, which we'll look at in a little while. But I think that might be it for this island. There's this water area in here that you'll be closed in with the rocks. So it might be a route where you'll battle some water trainers. Can't really see what's right here. Like, you know, the beach goes and then just stops at the forest. Well, pretty sure it would go around. So there might be some secret right there. It looks like this kind of goes in. so there might be a cave there. But yeah, there's a forest back here. There's a road right here that definitely goes along the back side of this island. So there's probably a town over there too. And then there's this area behind this big, I don't know what these are, pools of water, waterfalls. There's waterfalls in them. I'm wondering if like you get to the top, right? And you just have to pick a route. And each route has like different items along the way, kind of like when you're going to Loveridge Town in Hoenn, how like you can go down the different steps and each path like has different hidden items and you have to go to the top again to like go down all the paths and find all the items. And maybe there's different ways into the to this like to the inside of that. Like maybe there's a cave on the inside of these pools. Anyway, so on to the next island, which is the last of the big islands, and it's probably the most interesting. That's about as small as we can make it. Okay, so right away when I saw this island, I saw this big ice peak, right, right here. But also I saw this weird city. That is probably the weirdest city in any Pokemon games. And Hawaii, this Alola region is based on Hawaii, mostly, probably. Uh, Professor Kukui is based on the kukui tree, which makes a nut, and that's in Hawaii. There's tons of volcanoes, islands, so this has to be based on some fort, military fort. I know Hawaii has a big base, a big Navy base for the U.S. military. So this huge walls. Look how big these walls are. They're taller. They're like probably 2.5 times taller than the biggest building in the city, which I'm guessing that building is a gym. Um, so yeah, that is interesting. But we already failed to do the Pokemon Center. So there's one Pokemon Center, two. There's none in this town. Doesn't show one at least. Three. There's one over here just randomly with just this trailer. Four, five. So there's five Pokemon centers that we can see on the map. Also, we might not see the Pokemon Center for this town because there might be a path up. Like it looks like there's a path up right there. So this might be the Pokemon Center for that town, which is kind of weird because it's way off here. That might be closer in the game. We're not really sure. On the map, it looks really far away. But to not have the Pokemon Center in downtown next to everything's kind of annoying. But it might be close to whatever this is. Some people were saying that it's a power plant, but I think it kind of looks like a satellite. These look like satellites to me. So it could be like a research center or something like that. Or a TV station. Yeah, there's this building over here. I have no idea what that is. It looks really interesting. I'll tell you that. It looks like these are carpets laying on top of the roof. But this is like huge, right? And people are saying that this isn't the gym. This is just like the big area, like Bellsprout Tower or whatever. Um, and that this is the gym. But that doesn't look like a gym to me. That looks like a hotel, just like one of those random big buildings that you talk to tons of people in. I think it would be really cool if this Walden area was like a martial arts group, and you had to fight through all the trainers to get to the top to get to the gym leader. Um, yeah, here's the dock. You obviously start in the city because that's where the ferry will come to. Some people were saying that these look like power generators, also. but I think they look like greenhouses because they're kind of cages. I don't know what else they'd be. They could be generators like geothermal generators. This looks like one of those research trailers where they're scientists. Here's another one of those weird platforms. Don't know what it's going to be used for. Probably something to do with the evil team. Evil. This have our extremists of their views. Oh, here's the slacking building. Boom! There's a sign. You can see the slacking sign right there. Okay. Well, we have no idea what the other ones are then. Well, one of them we thought was the person who created the PC system. There's this building, which has like the Pokeball thing on it, it looks like it could be a gym. But what's weird is like this and this are like the only ones that look like cities. I mean, this has a lot of buildings, right? But it's kind of just randomly put buildings. Like, how far away is this? We don't really know. Could be close, but then there's like desert and oasis. So like, it doesn't seem like that would be a town. There's also this building, which I haven't seen anyone cover yet, and it is just really interesting. I don't know what it is. It looks like it could be the team's secret base. It's off kind of by itself. You don't really know what it does. But yeah, I don't know what else it would be besides the team's secret base. Power plant, maybe. Maybe. There's also these platforms here, here, and here, which we don't know anything about. There's this platform, which some people were saying that's an elevator to get up here, which it kind of looks like it could be like it goes like this and then cuts over and then comes up right here, which is entirely possible. All that's up on top of the mountain is a Pokemon Center, so that kind of makes sense because I'm guessing there's a big cave here. This is the only place you'll be able to get Ice type Pokemon in the whole game. It's the only place we've seen with Ice, so it's kind of a unique area. I'm wondering if they make a really powerful Ice type Pokemon in this game, just to make that cooler. Also, one thing I didn't show is that there's this road, right? And it doesn't just stop here. Or they'd put like a house here, or sidewalk would go like this if if it stopped there. So I'm guessing this road goes past the mountain. So this mountain like drops, right? Like right here. And then there's a road going past it. And there might be more buildings over here. Or maybe a whole nother town. Yeah, so it looks like we'll come in here, right? We can probably go either way, but I mean to get out of the town, we'll probably have to go this way. And so there might be a route right here before we get to this building, and go up here. There's this TV station, satellite station, radio station. I don't know. So we'll get our gym here probably. We'll go here. There's like a forest we'll go through. Come out here. It's a building. Go to this town maybe, unless it's locked, which we don't know yet. It'll be actually really cool for there to be a military base, because maybe they'll be reminiscing about like the first Pokemon War or the Pokemon War between Johto and Kanto or something. Because I mean, if I know that they say that the Pokemon world isn't like the same as our world, but if they're really basing like regions off of like real places, then maybe they put them in on the globe in their real places. So the Alola region would actually be pretty close to Johto and Kanto. Then you'll go down here, go through the forest again in a different way, Go this way, go over to this altar-ish place, go out the forest right here. There's Pokemon Center, there's a beach. You'll talk to these scientist people. You'll have to have surf by this point, so you'll surf through this route, collect all these things. If you're a perfectionist like me, you'll go everywhere, try to collect everything. Oh, wait, we can't go this way. Okay, so you go back around. Oh, maybe there's a cave right here. Go back to the beach. Now we're in a new area. We'll check this place out. Go around. Go down here. Oh, gym badge. Okay. Go over here. Oasis place. Slacking place. Maybe you need a mock bike to get up into this desert area. Also, looks like there's a path up through here. There's also a beach down here. No idea what's going to happen there. This is an interesting building. It has a gate. So it will probably be locked for a while. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. Oh, there's also a road that goes through here. So yeah, there's that. So there's a lot in this place. We'll speculate on gyms in a little while after we go over this last island. So here we are. This is the middle island. See a boat here. Like it takes you here. So a lot of people have been speculating on what this is. Like, is it Battle Frontier? Is it the Elite Four? Is it the evil team's hideout? So it could be those things. I think realistically, this is either the Elite Four, which would be kind of a lame Elite Four, right? This looks really like futuristic, and I think that this is a floating aquarium slash research center. I don't know why they'd have these things here, other than showing that it's containing something, you know? So there's something in here, like water type Pokemon or Kyogre, I don't know. Manaphy, Fion. There's probably a lot of water type Pokemon in this area. And yeah, I think that this is a big research center. I think this is probably the head of the research center's house. And this is a huge facility with like tons of people in it doing research on water Pokemon all the time. Maybe trying to help them, like keep them safe and stuff, because I know Hawaii is big on that. Like they are big on keeping their water clean now and trying to preserve their wildlife, their marine wildlife. So I do not think this is the Elite Four. I think you might meet Elite Four members here. You might see like the champion, like usually in the newer games you meet the champion along the way. Actually in Gen 2 you did that too. So yeah, I think that this is a giant aquatic research center slash aquarium. So yeah, that's that. Let's go back to the. Okay, so here we are. This is the one they showed in the trailer without the stuff on it. So the one thing we didn't see on the other pictures was this island way back here. So we'll zoom in on that. It's gonna be really bad. And just like the big tree on the other island back here, this one, it looks like there's a big tree on this island too, but not an oak tree or whatever type of tree that was. It looks kind of like a palm tree. See the two leaves going off like that? Or those could just be islands further out, and there's like a connection to them in the middle. But I'm guessing there will be something important there, like a legendary. Could be a past legendary or new legendary. Who knows? Also, let's zoom out real quick. You see all this cloud coverage? Look at all this. That doesn't let you see like a lot of the world right here. There's all this right here that we can't see. There's all that. All of this. There's this down here. And this right here. And this down here. They did this to us with the Kalos map when they first released it too. And they covered up some areas that later were in the game that housed legendaries in different areas. And I'm guessing that they're doing that right now too. That wouldn't even like that wouldn't surprise me at all that there would be more areas there that we just can't see because they covered up with clouds so that we wouldn't know until it released or whatever. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm assuming there's maybe more islands out here. And some other people were speculating that you go to Kalos in this game at first, and now they don't think so. And I don't think you would ever have gone to Kalos if there was a region that I think you'd go to. I think it is Johto. In the game, you're not from the Alola region, so you just came here, kind of like Gen 3 Ruby and Sapphire or Oris. You moved to Hoenn from Johto, and in this game, you're moving from like a place in Japan also. So you're either moving from Kanto, Johto, Sinnoh, or Hoenn. That's 4. So I mean, there's a lot of places you can move from. But I also think that you would be coming from either Kanto or Johto. I don't know why. I think those are, or Hoenn. I guess Hoenn's closest to like Hawaii or Alola in terms of like if this is a real map. So there's a possibility that you could go to one of the Japanese-based regions like in this game, but this game's pretty big. Each of these islands is pretty big. Like this place has 7 towns. This one has 5 or 6. I mean, one of the islands has 0 or just that tiny one. But yeah, I'm presuming that you probably could, at the end of the game, maybe take a ferry this way, and you'll go to Japan or Kanto or Johto. Probably not Kanto. Most likely Johto. The only game where you were going in between games was Johto and Kanto, and you went back to Kanto. So maybe in this one you go back to the 2nd gen area with a revamped look at it, which would be cool. Actually, if you went back to Johto, you might as well be able to go to both because they're right next to each other. But anyway, let's kind of do a recap and kind of picture how we're going to move around in this region where we will end up going. So we'll start here. Let's zoom in once. So we start in this town. I'm thinking most likely we have to go in this forest, right? To save the professor or whatever you have to do. We'll go down here. We'll visit this place. Probably go down here. Go this way. Go up. And after we're done with the island, we'll leave, which we'll probably get a gym encounter in this town. And that'll be the only one on this island. We'll leave here. We'll go straight to this place. Immediately in this town, we'll be able to face this water gym and get our 2nd badge. Then we will go down this way, or I don't know how you get over to this place. Probably through a forest. You'll come out right here or something. Go here. Get your good rod here, old rod. go to this lighthouse. Probably something important happens there. It's either a gym or something. Go over here. We won't go across this bridge yet. I'm guessing it'll be closed. Go through this forest. We'll end up in here. Will we get a gym here? We've got 1, 2, 3. We'll say don't get a gym. Go this way. Go this way. Go in here. Explore this area. Go around the backside. Get a gym badge over here. Come through. Get a gym badge here. That's 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. You'll come back somehow. I don't know how you'll get there, but maybe go up like that. Come back here. You'll leave. You'll go this way. We're here now. Get a gym badge here. That's 6. Explore this stuff. Go this way or this way. We'll go through here. Go here. This is locked. Can't go there yet. Explore there. Explore here. Cross here. Take these guys out. Go over here. Go up here. Maybe this way. Up here. Through here. Get a gym badge here. After doing something with the bad guy team, this is unlocked now. You go here, get your last gym badge, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And now you're ready for the Elite Four. But you don't go to the Elite Four yet. You go over here to this island where you have to stop the bad guys from capturing the legendary, which you probably will. Maybe this is unlocked, maybe this stuff's unlocked so you can explore here too. Capture Volcanion, Celebi, get the legendary. After that, go back to this island, cross the bridge now, take on the Elite Four, and win the game. So, that's about what I think about this game right now, at least the region, right? So, that's a lot of stuff. It seems like a lot. I don't know how long it will really take. Obviously, there's routes in between all this stuff. And we can't really see that. Like, with all the towns that are, like, drawn in artistically, it makes everything look really close together, right? The town is probably actually this big, and only this big. Because they drew these in really big detail on a map where it makes these buildings look bigger than mountains. So, yeah, they're not going to be actually that big. The routes are going to be a lot bigger, so this is going to take a lot more time to complete. I don't know when you'll go here. Post game, maybe sometime during the game when you visit. Like, it seems like there's a lot of scientific places here, or marine biology places. There's this place. There's a satellite place. There's these things. So yeah, don't know when you'll go there, but probably sometime in between the game. I'm guessing it won't be post game. I mean, you'll probably be able to go there during post game and do other stuff too. But yeah. Well, with all that, I'm gonna get out of here and have yourself a good day. See ya.